Hello, this is Unknown Void Cat, and welcome back to SNKRX. Though this time, it's going to be a little different because for the first time, I'm trying a modded run of this game. Now, the interesting thing about this is I actually never knew SNKRX was a game that was like very modded because I'm pretty sure if you look on Steam, the game doesn't have like a workshop. But I ended up finding out about this mod because like somebody in my comments or one of my Factorio videos was actually told me about this mod, how I should play this mod called Vanilla Plus. So I looked it up, found the mod I think on itch.io or something like that, and I downloaded it, tried it out. I haven't actually played it, so it's gonna be a blind run. Because what I did is I just loaded it up, made sure when it crashed. But I didn't play any runs yet because I wanted to do a completely blind run trying out this mod for today's video, and that's what I'm gonna do. So let's get started. So first thing I'm noticing is one, I don't think this is a class in the base game. Okay, class Noble. Is this a new class? Noble 3 to 6 plus 2 plus. Oh, it gives damage resistance to all allies per Noble, reducing incoming damage. Okay, that's cool. So the mod adds a new class. Also, I think this is a new healer. I don't think this is a healer in the base game. A cursing healer? That's interesting. Curses 3 nearby enemies with sanctity for 8 seconds. Cursed enemies that take damage heal the most hurt enemy by 25% of damage. This actually might be really good. I remember like one of my previous SNKRX videos, I was talking about like a healing build and how like you can like, if you get like these special build, you can like even do damage with healers. If like, for example, if you get a healer and then you get this special perk that makes it so every time you heal, you shoot bullets. But the problem with that build is like, that's the only way to do stuff. And it's not like, and while you can do damage with that kind of healing build, it's not the most efficient. But this modded unit, I think would make that build way better because this makes it so whenever you damage units, they heal. So now you're going to be getting extra healing whenever you damage units. So this could be really good for a healing build, but I think, let me see what this does first. Paladin, shields units, has extra defense, and I think also is this new? I thought this, for a second I didn't realize this was new because I just saw the Forcer, but this might actually be new. Dancer, pushes back nearby enemies. I don't think I've seen this unit. Okay, I think all three of these are new modded units. So that's really cool. I know that the mod adds new units because I like glanced at like the change log when I was downloading the mod, but I didn't know it made a whole new class. Also, one like small detail I noticed with this mod is I think they changed the UI a bit, because I don't remember this being here when I played the game before. I know it's been some time since I played the game. It's been a few weeks since I played SNKRX, but this definitely wasn't here before. So I think the mod added this. So I'm probably gonna do maybe Dancer, and I'm gonna try out Priestess. Actually, I got to lock it for that if I want to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna try out this Dancer. It might be cool. Or maybe, actually no, I'm gonna sell the Dancer because the Priestess is a cursor. Maybe we can finally do a curse build because I've actually had ooh, this is purple. I don't remember this being purple before, so I need to mod change that as well. The thing I was about to say is, in multiple videos when I was playing like vanilla SNKRX, I've tried to like do like really cool, I've been trying to do like builds where I like try to beat the game with like new game plus whatever with cursing units, but I've never been able to succeed because like the problem is I can never get like a good curse build going. But this Priestess might help that because not only she's a cursor, so I'm gonna get more curse bonuses when I get her plus other curse units. But I forgot to unlock stuff. But also because Monk. I don't think this also is new. Actually, I think all these are new. Okay, the mod must have changed things because the fact that I've gotten only new modded units, I think the mod must have made modded units more likely to appear than regular units. Because the fact that I've gotten like 6 modded units in a row, interesting. But what I was going to say is, the problem with the cursed units is I never get good cursed units. I can never get damage. But this might help with that because even though the Priestess doesn't do damage with her curses, because she heals with it, that might make up for that. Also, I don't want to take a paladin really because of the fact that it doesn't fit like the curse healer build, but I'm probably gonna have to because I don't think the priestess is gonna beat the level 2 by themselves. I was hoping to get some kind of damage dealer, but unfortunately. Also, does she have a little, what's this crown? Oh, is this crown given by the noble? Interesting. I think the noble's actually the one who added the crown. Also, I am noticing that she's the priestess is actually kind of slow for a cursor unit. Usually, ooh, is that actually like a stats effect? Did they give like a stats effect when you curse units? Usually the cursor's just like curse the unit and that's it. I think the mod changed. Did the mod add like cool like little effects whenever you curse units? That's pretty cool. And that makes it a lot easier to see who's cursed. Because that's also one of the other problems with cursors, is that because a lot of the cursors in the game, even in default, like, they don't actually kill enemies with their curses, they just make it so that the enemy dies. It does stuff, for example, the Swarmer, I think, makes it so that if you kill an enemy that's cursed, it will explode to, like, the critters. Or, you know, the Jester makes it so that enemies are cursed and they die and explode in knives. That's cool and all, but the problem is, because you can't see which enemies are cursed very well, it's hard to target those enemies that are cursed. But the fact that this mod seems to add, like, effects whenever enemies are cursed, I don't know if it's just for the priestess or if it's for other cursors. I'll probably find out now when I get another cursor. Oh, this is also another modded unit. Creates a Void Rift that deals double contact damage. Okay, it looks cool, but it's not cursor. I'll probably get the Barbarian because they're a cursor. Move them to the front. Shield all units absorbing 50% damage they take. Oh, I thought this was just saying that thanks. I misread that. When I said shield all damages and it says 50% damage they take, for some reason I thought that was saying 50% of the damage is reduced. No, it's saying it's taking 50% damage. So I think what it's doing is it's probably absorbing their damage and sending it to the Paladin. That's actually really good considering they have extra defense. That's actually pretty nice and actually works really well. Oh yeah, so it definitely is the Noble who's adding these crowns because now like the Barbarian has it too. But yeah, the reason why I'm saying it's really good is because if the Noble has all the defense, it also really pairs well with the Priestess, because the Priestess will heal whoever has the least amount of health. So essentially it's always going to be healing the Paladin if the Paladin's it's going to be tanking the damage. Well, I guess it's not going to be going to the Paladin anymore because they just died. But like actually I thought the Paladin wouldn't really be good with the cursor like Priestess build, but actually it might be good. Like the Paladin actually might be really good for this kind of build. The only problem is I need to get more damage right now. The Barbarian and Priestess, not very good cursor units when it comes to like dealing damage. I need either... What's a cursor unit that does damage? I can't remember. There's the merchant one, the mercenary one. I can't remember what its name is, but it's the one that like afflicts enemies with like debt. That one I know does damage with its curse. There's also like technically like the Swarmer and Jester, while they don't directly do damage with their curse, whenever you kill enemies, they spawn stuff, which can help at least somewhat increase my damage, even if it's not like, even if it does require me to like run into them to kill the enemies and cause the stuff to explode. Also, another thing with this mod, I'm noticing, what I've noticed since I opened up the game, there's different music. I don't think this music is vanilla music. I'm pretty sure this is modern music, and it sounds pretty cool. Like, I like the music. It sounds pretty nice. Also, I think this is going to be a restart. Yeah. Unfortunately, I was a little too busy, paying attention to all mod stuff that I was not making a good enough build. That was not a very good build. Ooh, this also kind of sucks. Paladin plus Chronomancer, neither of these guys do damage. Yeah, that build I was going on. The problem is I had no cursors that could deal damage. That build just wasn't going to go very well. Ooh, what do I want to go for? I still want to do like the Paladin. I think I want to do a Noble build, but I haven't found any other Nobles yet. I'll just go for the basic Paladin by himself. He should be able to beat Wave 1 by himself, considering they have extra damage reduction. So even though it's not best to, be meleeing enemies, it should be able to beat at least Wave level 1 with the Noble Paladin, considering he has all of that damage reduction. Honestly, the thing I'm surprised about is I wonder why he doesn't have the Warrior class, because you feel like, ooh, is this a new class? Well, I don't remember this gray color. Revenant? What's a 4 to 8% chance that enemy attacks will insta-kill non-elite enemies. This could be good if it's like paired with some kind of like build that like does, you know, huge area effects or hitting a bunch of enemies at once, because that would like give you a way bigger chance to like hit these like percent chance to insta-kill. But what's it do? This does AoE damage. So this like perfectly fits it. Deals AoE damage, can insta-kill non-elite enemies. The problem with this is I already have like noble stuff. So do I want to like switch away from nobles to like this Revenant because it'll look cool, or do I want to commit? Oh, here's what I'll do. I think I'll get the Slasher for now because I don't know if the Paladin's going to be able to beat level 2 by himself, just tanking hits and like running into enemies. So what I'll do is I'll take the Slasher for now, and then if I end up getting, you know, more noble units and not Revenant units, I'll just sell this later. But this is really cool. So for right now, it seems that the mod adds at least 2 new classes and multiple units for other classes as well. So we know there's at least 2. Maybe there's even more. I don't know. It'd be cool if there's more, but for now we know there's 2. Okay. I didn't know the AoE attack is short range. Actually, I guess that makes sense because it did say this Revenant is a warrior. Oh yeah, but what I was saying before I saw the Revenant and like started like being like, ooh, that's so cool. What I was about to say is, I'm surprised the Paladin isn't a warrior. Because while I understand being a noble, because you know that's like their new class, you know, like the Revenant is like a new class, but it's also a warrior at the same time. So why isn't the Paladin also a warrior? Unfortunately, none of these are modded units, sad. What I'm saying is, why I'm surprised the Paladin is a warrior, because like a Paladin is kind of like a knight, you know, kind of like thing. Like that's what a Paladin is supposed to be. So I'm surprised it's not also a warrior. Though I guess that might be because it doesn't do like melee, like it doesn't do close range attacks. It just tanks. Versus the Revenant is actually doing like an attack nearby itself. So that's probably the reason why it's not a warrior. Actually, that's probably the reason why. Do I get this warrior because it fits with these guys? I don't know. I will get a merchant, I know that, because a merchant would be good. Do I? The problem is I don't know if any other nobles are warriors. I guess I'll choose it for now, just because it fits. Plus, we're about to be on a harder wave, so it'll be fine for now. Plus, because the warrior only sells for 1, it only costs 1, I can resell it for 1, and I'm essentially getting the same amount of profit. The only problem is I am going to be losing interest, you know, buying it if I spend too much money, but I can resell it later for the same amount that I bought it for, so it's still fine. I really like how the Paladin gets all the enemies, all your units, little crowns. It's kind of cute. It looks nice. It's cutesy. Beat all these guys up. Knock them down. I really like how much damage his Paladin can tank. Like, he's hitting so many enemies, like, right in the face, yet he's barely taking any damage. Like, if I were to combine that with maybe, like, a Squire who, like, gives extra defense, and, like, something else that gives defense, I can't remember, like, I know there's a buff, some buffs that give extra defense. If I combine that with, and then, like, a healer, the Paladin could probably be, like, real strong. Not good, I don't have that. All warriors, I'm not really going for a warrior build as much. Not like any of these. Oh, is this new? I think these are all new, aren't they? I don't remember these. I think these are new. So they also had new abilities too. New, like, relics or whatever you call these. Healers cast faster. Okay, this mod seems to really be buffing healers, dude. They added, like, a new healer that curses, which is cool. And a, like, relic that increases healing. That's good. Oh, and another one. Healers regenerate HP. Okay, that would be really good if you're doing a healer build with, like, I can't remember. There's a healer that whenever it takes damage, it generates HP orbs, but the problem with it is it takes so much damage it might die. But this would be really good with it, as it would keep that like one unit alive. Okay, this is a noble base thing. Extra damage and attack speed for all nobles, but they start with half HP. Not great, considering I don't have like any nobles that do damage. But it could be really good if I get nobles that do damage. Also, this sounds super OP. Like if you had this with the extra defense, this would probably be really good if I was doing like a paladin healer build where I had like the paladin tanking a bunch of damage, because this gives like incredible defense. So combined with the paladin's already existing 400% defense, I bet you this thing would be crazy. I'm not going for that right now, but I definitely think it would be good. Okay, here's another noble Voider Alchemist. Throws a potion that creates an area dealing damage upon hit per second upon hit. The potion can release projectiles that ricochet. What's the noble's ability again if you have a lot of them? Okay, damage resistance. Okay, I actually like this. This seems pretty cool. Also, I'm gonna get this cleric for just a bit of healing to help. Okay, so now this guy should be doing like crazy damage because of this, and he should be shooting like super fast. So this will be pretty good. Also, another merchant. Okay, so considering I think I'm gonna commit to like going for a noble build, I'll probably sell the Revenant once I get like another damage. base game or if this is a modded. I can't remember. This looks familiar, so it might be base game, but it could also be modded because I'm very forgetful because the artifacts in this game have very like simplistic art, so it can be easy to forget. Piercing and chain projectiles have a 20, 40 to 60% chance to inflict sewn. What's sewn? Also, this doesn't seem to be very good yet because I don't have any attacks that pierce or chain. I mean, that might be good if you have like that base game relic that makes it so projectiles have a chance to inflict chain lightning. So I think if that counts for this, that would be good. Also, technically, I guess there is a chance for me to chain attacks because aristocrat, if it's level 3, will get chains, but that requires getting level 3, which is getting level 3 units is really hard in this game because you have to buy so many copies. So this don't really seem very good, especially because I don't even know what sewn does. Like, I assume, considering the name is sewn, it probably either like does damage to the enemy or maybe like slows them down or something because considering it's called like sewn, so maybe it's like sewing them to the ground or something. I don't know. Healing orbs, explosive air. I don't really like any of these. I think these are all base games except maybe Gravity Field. I think this is actually new, but none of these seem good either. So I'll get another one. I'm losing a lot of gold doing this, but I really want to get a cool thing. Divine Arrow, Fracture, Rupture, and Vesting Strike. I think this is actually is this modded, a modded relic? I don't remember this one. I know there's a thing that makes stuff die basically. I think this is modded, like 10% chance for attacks to spawn critters on kill. I don't remember this one. I'll get it because I don't want to reroll too many times. If I reroll too many times, I'm gonna lose all my interest and like money. I have to keep some of my money left, especially because I'm a merchant. You gotta keep like a good amount of money for the interest. This is new, isn't it? Mage Nuker Astronomer. This is expensive. Is there even? I think you don't really see a lot of 4 cost units in a base game. This is kind of expensive. Casting Meteor Shower, causing meteors to fall, each dealing 14 AoE. This seems pretty cool depending on how the meteors fall, like how many fall. This seems pretty cool. But I'm not going for that kind of build yet. But it does seem interesting. Really interesting. Okay, we've got the enemies spawning on the left side. Hit them with a few alchemist bottles. Ooh, we're already spawning critters. That's cool. That's really cool to see. The problem is, I think the critter strike, the infesting strike relic, it says it only has a 20% chance of activating if a projectile kills. So I don't know if that counts like this, like the area of effect from alchemist, because that's an area of effect damage. It's not a projectile. So I think that's not going to count, which is a little bad, as I think that is going to like massively decrease the chance of that affecting strike actually, activating. Considering a chunk of my damage is through area effect and not projectiles. But it's still activating a decent amount of time. So it's still working somewhat. Keep my distance. Yeah, so it's still activating a few times. Especially considering that it doesn't just spawn 1 critter, I think it spawns 2 to 3 or something like that, doesn't it? Yeah, 2. Wander. Is this also new? Explorer. It's really cool they're adding explorers, because I'm pretty sure base game, there isn't really a lot of explorers, is there? There's barely any explorers in the game. And you kind of see that by the fact it has like a 1. There's not really any explorers in this game. So it's cool that they added some. Deal double contact damage and extra damage in the area. So contact damage is when you like run the snake into an enemy. The question is the deal double contact damage this unit itself, or does it apply for your entire snake? Because if it applies for your entire snake, this would actually be really good with the paladin if I had like a way to heal the paladin super well. Also, I think this is a new enemy, this new unit as well, isn't it? So it's a voider, conjures a small area that attracts and silences enemies. The area deals damage for a second. Is this kind of more like a cursor unit though? Why is it a mage voider? Because silencing is a curse, isn't it? So this shouldn't this be more of a curse unit? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. But I can understand why they're making a voider because it makes an area of effect. But technically this is a curse unit because it does DOT and it silences. That's fine. I need to get another noble. I only got 3 right now. It'd be really good to get another because it, increase my damage being dealt. Especially considering, I shoot more knives for every noble I have. It makes my arrows back stronger. For every single noble I have, more knives I shoot my arrows back. So it'd be good to get a few more. Is that blue guy a new unit? I thought he was the blue guy who drops the exploding stuff, but I don't think that's it, is it? Is that blue guy like a unit added by the mod? The enemy added by the mod? Because I don't recognize that guy. Like, I thought he might be the one who drops stuff, but I don't think it is, because that's a dark blue. The one who drops like little explosives on the ground is a light blue. So this might actually be a new unit. Also, be careful about the orange guy. The orange guy can be very deadly. He like runs into a snake. Vagrants. Wait, this is. Oh, did a mod? Wait, because this isn't a Wanderer, so why does this one also deal double contact damage? Wait a minute. Because this is a base game unit, but it says it deals double contact damage, which it doesn't do in base. Did the mod change explorers as a whole class and make it so that every explorer does double contact damage? Because that's pretty cool. That's like interesting. That's actually interesting when it does that. It's cool to see. I kind of want to get it. I kind of want to get an explorer to work with my paladin, because the explorer does double contact damage. But even if I run him into it, the explorer, the enemies, he shouldn't be taking too much damage though, because the paladin will take 50% of the damage thanks to the paladin's ability. Ooh, that thing shot right into my paladin's face, all of its projectiles. I need to be careful, these range guys, and he dodges projectiles are better. Oh, so Spark isn't healed, my paladin's kind of low in health. It's taking a lot of damage. Okay, another range guy. Let me be a little careful. Gotcha, I instantly killed him, throw him out. I really like this paladin, dude. He tanks damage so well. He has such high defense that you can kind of run into enemies. And he does pretty well. Let's go around the top so I don't get hit by the ranged projectiles. Dodge. I really like the paladin because he's also really good for the ranged enemies. Because one problem with the orange guys who ram into you and the ranged enemies that shoot, one of the problems is that they attack weird angles of your snake. They don't attack the front guy, they attack stuff to the side. So it makes it really hard if you have one guy at the front who's super strong, but people at the back are super weak because they can snipe the guys at the back. But because the paladin takes damage that people take and directs it to him, it makes it way better when you're having one strong guy at the front. Elites have more health but drop more gold. This is modded, I don't remember that. Projectiles create chain lightning, I don't really like these. Let's do Lost Relic Shield. This is also modded, isn't it? When an ally dies, all allies become vulnerable for a few seconds. I don't really like that. Deal damage based on how many mages you have. I don't have any mages. None of these are good, dude. Inoculated. Cool if I had healers, but I don't really. Chance that you deal poison. If you have Chanters, deal global damage defense. None of these are good, dude. I have to re-roll so many times. All mages and sorcerers get attack speed every 5 seconds. This also, I'm pretty sure, is modded. I don't remember this. This seems really good if you had a sorcerer build. You'd be shooting projectiles super fast. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Man, none of these deal extra damage per unit. Oh, I mean, this actually might be good for my alchemist, actually. That or I'll get Lucky Strike. I kind of want something better. But I didn't want to keep re-rolling though, because I don't want to lose my money. Is a problem. I mean, this is probably good enough though. As my alchemist, because the projectile is pretty big and it lands directly on the enemies, so it hits a lot of enemies at once. So it should get a lot more damage. because of that. So this should be pretty decent. Yeah, so let me see what this guy does. Actually, I can never see what he does, but that's definitely not the blue guy who drops stuff on death. Like, that's definitely a modded unit or something. I think this purple guy also might be modded, because I don't know, because I know there's a purple guy in the base game who shoots, like, spawns critters, but this guy wasn't spawning a critter, so this might have to be another modded unit, a modded enemy. But I can't tell for sure, because I haven't seen it do anything yet. So it might just be because I'm blind, and I can't see, because all the projectiles exploding at once. Oh, so yeah, so the guy's doing so this is a modded unit because he's like they're like shooting lightning bolts. What are they doing though? So they're shooting lightning bolts at the enemies at this enemy. So they must be buffing the enemies somehow. Either they're increasing the enemy's damage or something, or maybe they're healing the enemies. So I don't know, they're either increasing their damage or they're healing them. I can't tell which one because the enemies are dying so fast. The enemies are getting killed so fast by my alchemist, I can't see if they're getting healed. Bro, this thing is 3 classes, dude. Crazy. Also, yeah, so this is also 3. Is this game, I don't remember this being 3 classes in the default game. Do they increase how much classes they are? Or was it always 3 classes in base game? I can't remember because I don't get this unit that often. If it is base game 3 classes, now I'm wondering if you can have like one unit be not 2 classes but 3, why didn't they make why did they make like that one unit who, the guy who does an area effect silencing, why did they make it also a cursor, not just, sorcerer, like mage, voider? Why did they also make it a cursor as well, considering that it is applying silence? Strange. So is this new as well? Projectile speed and range for all allies and extra area of duration and size for enemies. This actually might be kind of good. I actually might replace like the slasher and get the Dreamwalker because my alchemist is like my main damage dealer right now, and it does like an area of effect. So this will increase the area's duration and size. So actually I might get this. I'll sell it later if I need to replace it with like more nobles. But for now, that seems pretty good. Depending on how strong it is. Because I can't really I know it says like 50%. Okay, that's like pretty big. I know it says like 50% or something like that. But it's kind of hard to like imagine what that 50% would be like without testing it. But like now that I've tested it. See, this is why I hate the orange guys. These guys are real deadly. And even with the paladin, that guy like sniped my aristocrat. Unfortunate. That's the danger of the orange guys, though. They can like really snipe you. Yeah, see, like this guy, is the one who drops 6 stuff on death. Yeah, this one's a way lighter blue than the other modded unit. So yeah, they're definitely 2 separate units. I just don't know what the modded unit does yet. All I know is it does something to like fellow enemy units. It does some kind of buff. I can't tell what the buff is. Oh, dodge. Don't get hit by the exploding. Okay, good. Man, I'm surprised that my aristocrat died though, because shouldn't the paladin have been taking some of his damage? Like, even though it's not 100%, it's only 50%, that should have been enough to save him, right? I guess it's because the aristocrat already had 50% damage dealt to him because of like the somber oath. I guess that's why. 100 gold. Okay, now I should be getting the max interest, which is really good, because what that means is after this wave, I can essentially, any money that goes over 100, I could spend all of it even if I start re-rolling. And there's actually a good reason to re-roll because I can't make any interest past 100 because that's the max interest you can make with a merchant. So past 100 gold is like free to spend. I've hit my max interest rate. Okay, we're on the blue elite. Let's see if we can kill him quick. Oop, be careful. Man, my aristocrat starts like super low health because of that somber death. Yeah, that is unfortunate. That downside is a little hurtful, like in later levels. Like in the beginning levels, the somber deaths, like, negative of like, oh, you take extra 50% of your health at the beginning of battle. That wasn't really bad at the beginning of the game because like you have so much time to like heal. But now in like these later levels where like you're immediately getting hit with like 20 enemies at once, it's a little bit more deadly. Okay, how low is he at? Okay, he's like 10% health. I should be able to kill the boss like before the next wave spawns. Like this should be the last thing that spawns. Like I should kill the boss before another one spawns. In fact, I might kill it now. Yep, right there. Okay, nobody else should spawn because this should be the end. Perfect. Man, I'm doing pretty good. I didn't lose a single person despite being on like what, the second or third boss. This, I already saw this. I don't have anything that changed, so that's not good. This, no, these are good for what I'm doing. Eye for eye. I haven't seen this. Let's see, this is a Revenant artifact, so it's definitely a modded artifact. Revenants deal damage to all enemies equal to 2/4/6 of their max HP upon death. Problem is it requires them to die though, and whenever things die, it's kind of bad. But I guess it's good if you have like the Grave Digger, so you can like maybe like immediately kill some of your weaker Revenants, instantly kill like maybe a boss using this, and then like have a bunch of graves. So that might not be too bad. Though all of these, still not good for what I'm doing, because I don't have any Revenants. I'm doing a noble build. And all of these are also kind of bad. I'm not really getting good relics. I don't really like any of these. Like this is cool for my aristocrat, but it's bad for my alchemist, because my alchemist does AoE. Man, I'm going to spend all of my gold re-rolling. Okay, this isn't. No, that's the construct. That's not modded. This is modded, I can tell. Extra constant damage might actually be good for my paladin. Group healing. Healing orbs heal all enemies. All units, but the healing is spread out. Is that good? I don't know if that's actually very good. Because if it's spread out, essentially, like, what's the benefit? Because it's already targeting, like, whenever you heal, it already targets whoever has the lowest health, I'm pretty sure. Like, automatically. That was like it's a base game feature. So how does group healing help, really? Because what's going to happen is you're going to heal people who have, like, already full health, like, splitting up. When you rally, you need to heal the person at super low health. So this actually kind of feels like a trap. Like, it feels kind of bad. This might be actually really good for Paladin, but I don't really know. Vulnerability, I mean, maybe I'll just go vulnerability. Now, I want something cool, though, is the problem. I don't really like any of these, is the thing. Evasive species, chance to double critter. Man, that'd be so good if I was doing a critter build. Mercenaries deal extra damage. Man, all these suck, though. I have to re-roll past my interest. I'm losing interest because that sucks. Because they're all kind of bad. I guess I'll go for, like, Amplify. Like, just make my alchemist better. Man, I lost it, and I'm below 100 now because I had to spend all my money trying to get, like, extra stuff. Do I maybe replace Swordsman with Flagellant? Is there, like, a reality where that might be good? Because it is an enchanter. And, like, it'll give me, like, extra damage per cast. And I can heal it using, like, maybe the cleric. What I actually want, I kind of want to replace the cleric with that, like, that priestess I saw before. Because, like, that might be really good considering I'm doing a bunch of damage. I might be able to, like, you know, curse a few units, kill them, and, like, do a bunch of healing because of that. So I'd like to replace the basic cleric with the priestess. Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of the swordsman, replace it with the flagellant, so I get, like, extra damage. It's going to die pretty quickly because I don't think I'm going to be able to heal it in time before it dies using just a basic cleric, but it should still be decent. Like, it should be able to give me, like, a few buffs before it dies, so I should still get, like, maybe 10% extra damage or something, 12% before it dies. That should be pretty good. Actually, I might be able to heal it. Wait a minute. Does the paladin take the damage for it? Oh my god, I did not actually intend for that. Oh my god. The paladin takes 50% of the flagellant's damage it deals to itself for it. I didn't think that would be a case. And because the paladin has extra defense, it doesn't take as much damage from like the self-inflicted damage the flagellant does. So that's like an unintended buff. I did not realize how like those really work together. That's an unintended like synergy. Like I did not realize that. That actually makes the flagellant way better than I thought it would be. Because now the flagellant won't die super quickly, so I might actually have a chance to heal it before it dies, giving it more chance to buff my damage to like crazy levels. Which would be really good for like super long levels, like boss levels, where like you have more time for the flagellant to buff damage. Man, I did not think that's how it worked. So I guess it makes sense, because the paladin does just say it takes 50% of all damage units take, so it makes sense. This is new. I haven't seen this guy. Fires projectiles that infuse with lightning that deal damage. Cool, cool. Does that mean it chains? Does it like chain attack because it says infuse with lightning, or does it do something else? Seamstress throws a needle that deals 6.5 damage, chains, and it curses enemies with Sown. Which, oh, so this is what Sown does. I thought it maybe stuns them or something, because maybe like they get sewn to the ground. No, it actually makes enemies share damage. What does that mean though? Okay, so there's two things. Either it means share damage, like maybe the enemy shares the damage with other enemies, or maybe it's sharing the damage with you. So like if you take damage, it gets shared to them, like that one relic, because there's that relic. It might be like the relic, you know that relic that's like, oh, if you take damage, it gets shared to the enemies. It might actually be doing that when they get sown. This would be cool. This would probably be really good with the relic, because that one relic, whenever you chain, you have a chance to apply Sown, which this already does. And since this chains 2 times, it has a really good chance of applying like extra Sown. So this might actually be really good if I was going for like a rogue build plus like, you know, cursing. And if I was doing like if I got that relic, this could have been good. Okay, I have gold, so I can either re-roll, I can upgrade, or I can upgrade these. I'm actually spending my money upgrading these, and I have to keep I have to keep at 100 so I can keep my interest. I don't want to lose my interest like I was last time. Because unfortunately, when I beat the boss, I did have to go below 100 and lose interest, because I really wanted to get a good relic. Unfortunately, I didn't really get a very good one. I only got amplified, which I guess is decent. Which should I upgrade? Probably this, actually. This would probably be the best one since I'm going for a noble build. Yes, 60% extra damage and attack speed. This feels really good. And then what I can do is I can spend... No, actually I'll keep the money. I said I could spend 5 of it on this and then upgrade it later, but there's no reason to spend that 5. I'll just keep it. In case there's like a really good unit to buy that I want to save money for next round. Yeah, so now my nobles should be attacking super fast now. Thanks to that bonus. Still looking for the priestess, dude. I want it so bad. So yeah, the one thing I am noticing is a problem. While I do get to like reduce the amount of damage the flagellant takes, which is really good for like buffs, the problem is the paladin is taking that damage. I'm noticing that kind of is getting the paladin kind of low at health, especially considering he starts at half health because my relic. So it can be dangerous if, you know, like the flagellant does damage to the paladin and then he immediately gets attacked by enemy. That could lead to me like instantly losing him the minute a wave starts, like the minute a level starts. So it can be dangerous. So I have to like keep that in the back of my head and make sure to like heal the paladin a good amount, like the minute the level starts, so he doesn't get killed by the flagellant. So that shouldn't be as much of a problem if I'm able to get the priestess, because that should allow me to do like crazy heals. If I can get it. I hope I can. Okay, oh, another noble. I've been needing to get one. And this one's an enchanter. So if I get this guy and these two, I'll have like 2 enchanters. Wait, why do I have 2 enchanters? Oh, these 2 are both enchanters. I forgot the flagellant's enchanter. So I'm already getting the enchanter bonus of extra damage because I forgot about the Dreamwalker. Honestly, I completely forgot this guy existed. I was like wondering why I already had the enchanter bonus. Whoops. I don't know, I forgot about that. But librarian, what's it do? A new noble. Curses 3 nearby enemies with weakness, which increases the damage they take by 20%. So that's gonna be really good for my alchemist, who's like my main damage dealer, thanks to all like the amplify, resonance, and like other stuff. So this would be really good for my alchemist. Ooh, and if an enemy dies while it's cursed with weaken, it gives everybody HP armor. Okay, this will be really good for helping my nobles, because my nobles start with 50% HP, which can put them in a dangerous position until you heal them. So this will help like protect them early game. So that actually might be really good. So I'm gonna get it. I just sell somebody though. Who do I sell though? Actually, the flagellum is cool, but I feel like 6% damage just isn't enough, really. I would place her the noble. Because having more nobles is better since it buffs like my aristocrat and other stuff because of the noble bonus. Okay, do I spend my gold rolling or upgrading? I think I'll upgrade these instead. Yeah, put this to max level. Now I have 90% damage and attack speed for all nobles, which is gonna mean I'm gonna be attacking like super speed. Also, I have the good thing about getting librarian is also increases the amount of damage resistance I'm getting thanks to like the 2 per thing. So that's also another reason. So I buff my aristocrat and I buff my damage resistance by getting a 4th noble. So that's actually also good. I'm probably gonna upgrade amplify next. Yeah, because now I have even more AoE damage, so I'm gonna be making my alchemist super strong. Right, my alchemist cannot let them die. My alchemist is gonna be my carrying force. Like they're gonna carry the game for me. Whoa, was that the curse? Oh, dude, that's a really cool sound. That's a really cool effect. I really like this mod. This mod is making me enjoy. Like I was kind of like getting out of sorts of it because I've already beaten the game multiple times vanilla, but this is kind of getting me back into the game, dude. I really like this mod. It adds a surprising amount of content. I thought it'd be like I already said this earlier in the video, but I thought this would be a smaller mod than this. I didn't think it added this much content. Like I love how it adds cool effects too. Like whenever you get this HP armor, you can actually see it appear up here, and you can see it down here, and it adds a little like little stats effect. I really like this mod. I like just those little small details. Like it's not even just the big details like new units and stuff, which is cool, but just like the fact that like it pays attention to like even the small details of like little sound effects, little like visual effects. And this just like that's a proof of like a good mod. Like paying attention not to just the big things, but even the small things. Like, that's really cool. Really, really cool. And the music this mod adds. Like I really like the music this mod adds too. Like this is like it's honestly a masterpiece of a mod. I like this mod. Like this is a really good mod from what I've seen. Man, I'm getting some bad relics recently, dude. I'm not getting like relics that fit my build, dude. Why can't I get like some good relic? Okay, this actually be good now that I have enchanters. This actually be really good because it's gonna give me even more attack speed. So I'm already getting a 90% attack speed from this on my like nobles, and then if I put this to max level, I'll be getting another 30% attack speed. So I might be like 120% attack speed. This is gonna be actually really good. Engineer, all these are basic game units. Do I get more merchant levels? I mean, the free iron will be good. Yeah, so upgrade this. This will be really good to upgrade. Now I have 120% extra attack speed. That's so nice. Man, this noble build is going so good. Ooh, be careful. My aristocrat I think is bad. That should be the one in the 3rd place. Yeah, my 3rd noble, the aristocrat is bad. Gotta be careful. Let me heal up. Man, I still want to get that priestess. I would like to get a better healer than my just basic cleric. It'd be really good if there's like a noble healer. Like I hope there is a healer that's a noble or something. That'd be really good if it exists. But honestly, it'd just be good if I get any other noble. Like I really want to get some more nobles. Increase my noble build. Especially because if I get 6 nobles, that's going to give me even more damage resistance. Plus, I just want to see what the nobles are, because all the nobles I've seen in this mod have been really cool, so I'm interested to see what the other 2 are. Because I know there has to be at least 2 more nobles that I haven't seen yet, because the noble, like, family bonus goes up to 6. So there has to be at least 2 nobles that I haven't seen yet. Another paladin, that'd be good if I get level 3. I'm already level 2 of them, so if I get this guy to level 3, I now absorb 80% damage, which would be nice. Also, Chronomancer. Oh no, I already have a I don't have a Chronomancer actually. Oh, this could be good for extra attack speed, but I'd have to get rid of somebody, which I don't want. So I'm about to not get it. Explosio, I don't think this guy, is this also modded? I think this is, yeah, Cursor Nuker. This looks really cool. Curses nearby enemies for 6 seconds. If they die, they explode. Okay, that's really cool. Dreamwalker. Oh, what's a Zephyr? A Revenant Mage. Enemies who touch this unit with the least HP. Oh no, enemies who touch the unit with the least HP are stunned and begin to bleed. Enemies who touch the unit with the most HP are set ablaze. This also might be good if you're doing like a tank build where you just run to enemies. You could have this guy in like the back, and then have like a paladin or something in the front, and then anytime your paladin like hits a unit, because your paladin has like, either the least HP or the most HP, he'll either be stunning enemies and bleeding them, or setting them ablaze the paladin's max HP from like getting healed. So this actually might be really good if I was doing a contact damage build, but I'm not doing that right now. Light, I think I've already seen this. I haven't seen this guy. I think the Desperado, I think this is also a modded unit. I haven't seen this guy yet, have I? Throws 2 knives that deal damage, pierce, and move in a zigzag. I don't know if that sounds very good. Zigzag, if it's going zigzag, I feel like that might hit multiple enemies in a group. But also I'm worried, like what if that what if there's a unit here and it does like that and it completely misses the unit? Musketeer, I've seen this guy, but I didn't actually look at what he did. Like I saw him in the beginning and when I was doing my first run. But I didn't actually pick him up. Shoots 2 piercing projectiles in quick succession. That sounds like decent. Like nothing, like it doesn't sound cool, but it sounds good. You know what I mean? Vash. I've seen this guy either. When an enemy dies, fire a projectile that deals 12 damage. Okay, basic. Ooh, but if he gets level 3, it hones and does AoE. That seems cool. Mystic. What's this? A healer? I haven't seen it yet. It creates a small area of effect that does AoE damage and spawns a healing orb for every enemy hits. Goodbye Cleric, dude. This sounds like a way better healer. Especially because like later, not like this late in the game, enemies are going to be spawning like crazy, like in huge groups. So this is guaranteed to probably get at least 2 healing orbs off, which is better than like what the Cleric is giving. Oh, so what's Stargazer? Haven't seen this guy. Creates a homing star that does 7.35 damage on hit. Sounds interesting, like cool. Ooh, another, a new noble. Shoots a piercing arrow that does damage, deals AoE damage, and does extra damage per unit hit. This might be pretty good if I have like a huge horde. Who do I get rid of though is the problem. I don't want to get rid of the Dreamwalker because he's like really cool with he really buffs my enchant alchemist. But I also want a new noble though, so I'm probably gonna have to get rid of him. Yeah, because I could get rid of the merchant, but I don't want. I really want the interest. Plus, I'll probably get rid of the merchant when I get the 6th noble. So what I'll do is get rid of this guy, and I'll get rid of the merchant whenever I get the 6th noble. Really unfortunate, dude. I really liked having that buffer. He was really good for my alchemist. Stormweaver, cool. Cool if I had the root. Cat. Okay, I feel like I gotta probably play this mod. I know I gotta play this mod again, dude. As a cat unit, dude, I'm literally the unknown void cat. I gotta do a run where I get this unit sometime. Delivers a fury of scratches using its claws. Each attack does damage in a small area. Okay, I gotta get this unit whenever I play this mod again, because like this just is so fitting with my like channel. It's like Barbarian, no. Seamstress, no. Warlock, is this new? Area locks an enemy. The enemy takes damage per second and does damage to other nearby enemies. This seems pretty cool, especially if it's a huge group. Also, Thief throws a knife that deals damage to chains. I don't know if this is new or not. I think this might actually be base game, or is it modded? Is it mercenary? I don't know, because I know there's not very much mercenaries in the game. Like, let me count. I know there's 4 mercenaries base game, I'm pretty sure. There's the merchant, the miner, the debt guy, and the and the gambler. Yeah, this must be modded, because I'm pretty sure base game there's only 4 mercenary classes, and I just named them off, so this guy has to be modded. Also, I think this guy's also modded too. Gains 11 damage, deal 11 damage, it gets 500 defense based on missing health, and if he gets level 3, he gets quadruple HP. This also could potentially be really good for like a face tank build. And none of these are good. I really want to get that 6 noble. But yeah, dude, I really want to test out how that like martial and how like this healer does. This healer is gonna be so cool potentially. I'm like looking forward to what it does. Okay, this is spawning a lot of stuff yet. I haven't seen it spawn too much stuff yet. I'm like looking forward though to when it hits like a big crowd and spawns like a crazy amount of stuff. Also, I haven't paid attention. How good is the martial doing? I haven't been paying attention to that yet. Okay, this is a good thing for like the. It's only got 1 though. I thought he would have gotten. I thought the healer would have gotten more healing orbs, because that was like he hit like a. Okay, now it's 2. Actually, this healer might not be as good as I think, because that was a huge crowd was hitting. Yet he only got 2 healing orbs. That's not that good. I think it probably would have been better if I didn't get rid of the guy who, increases area of effect. I think getting rid of him kind of messed up this healer. Because if I kept that guy and had like a huge area of effect, this thing probably would have been spawning more. So it probably would be good to have this guy, the Mystic, if I was like doing an area of effect build, but without it, it seems to be doing kind of a not very good. Fairy. Healer gives attack speed. Honestly. Oh, also what's Ghoul? Deals damage to deals the ally with most HP 10% of their HP as damage. Might be good if you have a really high HP unit. Yeah, I'm thinking I might get rid of the Mystic for now, replace with Fairy. The Mystic just doesn't really give that much healing orbs. Like, he has to hit a huge crowd just to get 2. So Fairy's probably better since it'll give like attack speed at the same time. Ooh, Detective, a new mercenary, another modded mercenary. That's really good because there's not a lot of mercenaries in the base game, so it's good to have some new ones. That and the Explorer class. Like, I really like how this mod added a bunch of units to the Explorer class of mercenary, because those are kind of like not a very loved class in the base game. They don't really have a lot of stuff that helps like make big builds. Like, they don't really have a lot of units, so it's nice to have like new ones. What's it do? Every 8 seconds, dispatches the location of a hidden gold piece, max of 1. Follow a beeping sensor to follow the gold. Find a gold cane. That sounds really cool, and also bad. The reason why it sounds bad is 90% chance. I bet you if I were to use this unit, I'd probably end up like killing myself, running into a crowd of enemies, like chasing the beeping sound. I know I'd get distracted if I had this unit. What's this? Is this also deals damage that slows enemies down for 10 seconds? It's kind of boring. Bro, it's called a treasure hunter. You feel like it has something to do with like gold. Like, why does it just slow enemies and deal AoE damage? It's kind of sad. Quartermaster imbues allies with psionic energy for 6 seconds every 12 seconds, giving extra movement speed and attack speed for 100%. That seems pretty cool. So it gives more attack speed than the Chronomancer, but it doesn't do it for as often. It has like a timer. Pretty cool. Ooh, a new enchanter. 1 unit gets extra damage. Decent. Decent if you have like a really high damage enemy. Ooh, another mercenary and an enchanter. Treasurer. Picking up a gold grants enemies defense and damage. And picking up 3 golds give a healing orb. If you have a lot of healing orbs, that might be good, but it's kind of hard to get a lot of healing orbs. So actually, it'll probably be a lot easier in this mod, considering like base game, it's really hard to get a lot of healing orbs, because to get healing orbs, you have to get like 4 mercenaries for the 16% chance. But since in the base game there's only 4 mercenaries, I'm pretty sure, it's really hard to get all 4 for the bonus. But since this one adds so much more mercenaries, yet keeps the bonus at 4, it should be a lot easier to get that 16%. So this actually might not be that bad. Also, musician, what's this do? All allies get a 5x5 HP every 12 seconds with a soothing song, increasing attack speed by all units by 10% with each cast. Increase attack speed of all units by 10% with each cast. Is this permanent? Is this permanent? I also like this gives more, but this is permanent and it hits multiple units. I'm actually gonna get the musician. Plus heals everybody with its thing. Calculator, what's this? Sets enemies on fire and deals AoE damage. Okay, decent. Reaver, increase attack speed per enemy hit. Attack speed buff is for next cast only. I mean, it's cool. It's really good if there's huge crowds because it's gonna constantly be like boom, boom, boom when it hits huge crowds. But if there's only like one boss or like a few enemies, good late game probably though. Mind Menace shrinks enemies, dealing extra damage. Shrinks enemies, cause them to take extra damage. That's really cool. It'll help like curse units like kill enemies quicker. Ritualist, I think I already saw this guy. Shylock, another mercenary, cool. Curse enemies. For 6 seconds, they'll drop gold on... Okay, this... Remember what I was saying? It's really hard to get gold. Because you can only get like up to 16% and then maybe like a relic. But it's probably going to be easier to get that 16% because there's more mercenaries mod. This is going to make it way easier because this is a 16% chance. So it's not guaranteed. You might get a lot of gold or you might get like 1 or 2 because it's kind of luck. But this is like a near guarantee to get like potentially multiple gold. This could be really good. Like if you can get that early and then get like that one thing that does damage when you get gold, that could be really good. Musician. The problem with this is the unit I was talking about. That if you curse people and kill them, it makes enemies drop critters. So it's not swarmers. That's called Fester. Blade. I don't know. Is this modded as well? There's so many modded units. Man, this mod adds so much, way more units than I thought, dude. I've counted like over 10, dude. Probably more. Like there's so many, dude. I can't even keep track of like which one's modded, which one isn't. I really want to get this, but I lose my... I'm just going to lock, because while I want to get this now, I really don't want to lose. Actually, don't lock. Actually, I'll probably replace this with the Priestess, because this is good, but I feel like the Priestess would still be better, so actually I'm not. Or would this be better? With the Priestess, what should I lock this, like upgrade this? Or should I not, and try to get a Priestess to replace this? Which would be better, I wonder. How much is 5 HP? I don't know. I'm gonna lock it just for now, just to take a chance. I'm not gonna buy it now because I don't want to lose my interest, but maybe I will go for this guy instead of the Priestess. Okay, how quickly can we kill this elite now? Oh my god, there's so many like little critters. These enemies are spawning crazy amounts, dude. There's so many like the purple enemies that spawn critters right now. Okay, we're not doing a lot of it. Okay, now never mind. I was about to say we're not doing a lot of damage to the boss. We're only doing damage to enemies. But no, now we're doing actually a lot of damage now. Never mind that. The enemies are summoning a lot of critters though. That's a little dangerous. Gotta be careful. Oh, did I hear a little music note? Was that the musician? Did the musician like make a little musical? That's funny. Okay, let me listen. It is. You can hear like a little da-da-da whenever the musician activates. That's a really nice touch. See, this is what I'm talking about. I really like how this mod is like, it pays attention to the small details. And that's how you can like kind of tell quality. Like it makes sure to like pay attention to like the small things. Even though they're not as important as the big, like even though you may say like the big things are more important, it shows true quality when they pay attention not just like the big things, like, you know, new units, but also to the little small things. Really cool. Man, I need some good ones. None of these are really good for what I'm doing. Arcana. I think this is also mod. This seems really good for sorcerers. Extra like sorcerers repeat. That sounds really good. If I was playing sorcerers. I'm pretty sure this is modded. I don't remember that. Because I definitely remember that if that was a base game thing. Because I think it looks so strong. Unwavering. I don't have warriors. I'm not getting any good relics right now. What's this? Okay, this is also modded, but it doesn't sound very good. Also requires you to have a mage. 20% chance a mage becomes vulnerable for a few seconds when they cast a spell. It'd be good if they're casting spells super often, though, I guess. I don't really like any of these. So I guess, like... I guess vulnerability would be okay. Like, it makes enemies take more damage, so it should be fine. But I would like something else. Man, I wasted all my gold re-roll, which is a sad thing. Only a few more waves left. We're on level 19. Man, this video is gonna be so much longer because usually you can get through this game a lot quicker than this. But I've been like spending so much time like gushing and like talking about this mod and just talking about how cool it is that I've added like an extra like 40 minutes to this video just like talking about like all the new characters, like how mod's cool. Because it looks so cool. Like, I was not expecting this mod to be this cool, dude. I was not expecting this mod to be as big as it was because it looked like a small mod when I first looked at it. Like, props to the guy who asked me to play this mod. Like, I gotta thank the guy in my comments who told me to play this because I never would have known this mod existed if it weren't for them. Because, man, this mod is really cool, dude. I not realized how big this mod was and how cool it was. Like, I'm really thankful that, like, I ended up finding out about this mod through that comment. Because it would be such a disappointment if I never played this mod, if I never learned about this mod. This mod is so cool. I think it adds some really cool stuff to this game. It just adds so much content. Okay, please give me the 6 noble. Cat again, got it. Gotta love the cat. Spearman, this is new. AoE damage in a thin line. I don't know. Oh, is this the 6? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is. We don't have a captain. This is the 6 noble. Anti-enchanter. Deal 40% damage to all allies, but increases their damage they take. Is that really good? I'm starting to wonder. Is that even good? Increases damage taken. This might mess me up though. But I also get damage resistant if I have 6. Okay, so here's the thing. It makes me take extra damage, but if I get a 6 noble, I get way more I get +4 damage resistance per ally for all allies per noble. So I might actually take less damage getting the captain, even though I get extra 60% from getting him. So I'm gonna get rid of the merchant, buy the captain, switch. And since I don't have the merchant anymore, there's no reason to stay at 100 gold. Because without the merchant, the max amount of interest you can get is 25 gold. You know, off. So the max amount of gold you need to keep is 25 if you don't have a merchant. So I should probably just go and spin it on stuff. Let's get vulnerability at max. So get extra 30% damage. Also, is this a new... Oh, I didn't even notice this was a new thing. This took me a second to realize. Curses one enemy with a lifesteal, dealing 13 damage per second. The most hurt unit is healed by this. Okay, this seems pretty cool. So curse the enemy, cause them to take damage, and a unit will get healed by it. Now for a second I was thinking about replacing the musician with this guy. Now I think I'm gonna keep the musician. This would be really good healer though if you're doing a curse build. Like this would be an amazing healer for a cursor build, though. Max amplify, extra AoE damage. Also get resonance. So I do even more AoE damage. And... oh no, this actually does work with the alchemist. Because this just says attacks can spawn critters on kill. It doesn't say projectiles. I read that wrong. For some reason I thought it said projectile attacks spawn critters on kill. It's actually all attacks, I think. Because it doesn't say projectiles, it just says attacks. So this actually should work with my alchemist. So I should upgrade this one. Boom. Now I have a 30% chance, way higher chance. All of my stuff are maxed out, which is cool as well. And I got level 6 nobles. Now what I need to do, just get this guy to level 3, would also be cool. And I just need to start getting my nobles to level 3. Now I got the full roster of nobles, which is nice. All the nobles. Now I just gotta win. And that's gotta win the game. Man, look how fast I'm healing though. With like the musician and stuff. Like the nobles literally start with 50% HP because of my relic, yet they're already back to full HP despite starting the round with only half. Also, upgrading the Festing Strike is definitely, I can see that it's working because I'm definitely getting a lot more critters. So you can see the effect from increasing it from 10% to 30% chance. Because I'm seeing way more critters than before. So it's definitely having a good effect. Oh my god, literally, I just ran straight into that enemy with my paladin, yet all my people are still max health. I feel like this musician's actually a pretty good healer. That and also all the like HP shield as well I think is helping. Pianist, what's this? Fires projectiles at enemies that deal damage, and they grant attack speed to self with each attack up to 20% time. Okay, that's a pretty cool ranger, dude. I like that. Begaler. Is this a new cursor? I think this is. Curse 4 enemies. If an enemy takes damage... No, when an ally takes damage, the cursed enemies will take 2 times 2 of that damage. This would probably be really good, once again, with like a tanking build, where you like do contact damage. Man, I've noticed this mod actually adds a lot of units that'd be really good if you're for like a contact damage build. Because like you have this guy would be really good for it. Also, if you were to have like the relic that makes enemies take damage whenever your allies get hit, these would like both do damage, so that'd be pretty good. So this would, yeah, that would be really good for that kind of build. Trickster, I've already seen all these guys. Breeder, I don't think I've seen this guy. Oh, new Swarmer. Spawns 3 critters and breeds 2 critters every 3 seconds. Offsprings have combined damage of its combined damage and HP of its parents with +1 HP. Wait a minute, this is actually really cool, dude. So this incentivizes you to keep your critters alive for a really good time. And also, so the thing about this once again makes that one relic trash. Like remember, like in previous videos, I talked about how the swarm builds have a relic that makes your critters blow up whenever they hit enemy. I've talked about how even in base game it's trash. Because if you look at a swarmer, if you get multiple swarmers, it gives extra hits to your critters. But that doesn't matter if they just blow up the minute they attack enemy. So that relic sucks. Especially considering another relic makes it so your critters, block attacks, which sucks if they blow up immediately because they have less chance to block attacks. This unit makes that relic even worse, dude. That already bad relic is gonna be even worse because with this unit, it seems that you actually want to keep your critters alive for a long time, so you can like breed them and get like a super critter that like one taps units. That's really cool though. I really want to use this to try out this unit. Duke, I haven't seen this guy. Throws a dive that deals 13 times 3 damage. Should this be a noble? It's called Duke, like a noble. You feel like this should be like a noble, like a rogue noble. Because it's literally called Duke. Unless it means like Duke in like another word, but there shouldn't be like Duke like in like a Duke like a noble. Huh. Thundercast. Is this okay? This is also a new guy. Man, there's so I'm like I said it before, but man, I'm still shocked. Like I'm still finding new units with this mod. This mod add crazy amount of units. Launches the slow moving orbs that quickly zaps enemies. Pretty cool. Like a pretty like sorcerer kind of attack. Samurai. This is also new. Extra damage in the area. 10% chance to crit. Decent. I mean, it's a rogue, so like it's like a crit based thing. Beastmaster is already, this is a base same thing. Adventurer, this is also new, isn't it? Leashes 2 enemies and throws them at each other. That sounds so funny. Like you're lassoing the enemies and like throwing them at each other. Both enemies take damage if hit plus any collision damage based on force. So this would be good if you had like a lot of forcers that do help you get even more knockback. So that's pretty good. Ooh, a sheriff. What's this guy? Shoots a fast piercing projectile that does damage in a random direction and it ricochets 10 times? Okay, that's crazy. That'd be good if you have like something that like helps with ricochets. Luminary, and their sorcerer, launches a slow moving orb that does AoE damage. kind of similar to Staryu. It's a little boring because there is like some mage units that do that same thing. Like I know there's a mage that shoots a thing that slowly moves and does area effect. So a little Every 14 seconds, so it's a nuclear. Every 14 seconds heals 3 units with the lowest HP by 15% of X. X is how much damage the team has dealt in the last 10 seconds. This actually might be really good, but I kind of want to stick with the musician. But this could actually be really good for like a lot of healing, since if like a late game you're doing a lot of damage. But I'm going for other stuff. Okay, save my money for interest. Man, these are some really cool units I'm seeing, dude. I'm really impressed by this mod. I keep saying it over and over, but it's so true, dude. I'm so impressed. Like, every time I say I'm impressed by a mod, I only get even more impressed like 10 seconds later when I find another new good thing about it. That mod's really cool. Look at all these critters, dude. Wait a minute. I didn't even think about this. If this infesting strike would probably be really good with like that breeder thing, because you'd have so much critters on the map. You'd have way more critters that you can like breed. So infesting strike might be really good with like the breeder. Also just swarmers period, because swarmers give extra HP points to your critters. This would have infesting strike would be really good if I had a swarm build going. Though it's still good even without a swarm build, because you're spawning so much critters thanks to all the AoE damage I'm doing. Clean up these guys, kill the orange dude before they charge right to my enemies, right to my units. Look at this, I'm literally charging into the enemies. I got max health, dude. It's like this HP armor is so powerful. And the noble build is going so crazy. Tainted power. If under HP they get attack speed, not good. My people are max a lot of the time. Attacks can bleed. Maybe Coiling Strike for killing instantly killing elites might be good, but I feel like I want something else for just like killing other stuff. Nope. Reverb is like sounds like it'd be really good. It's a mod relic that sounds really good if you're doing a knockback build, but I'm not, so not good. Allies with full HP get extra damage. Perfect, because I'm healing so quickly and keeping my people up at full HP using like my armor. That's actually like a perfect ability. Go ahead and max it up. Like I'm gonna lose interest doing that, but I want to instantly max this. Even if I lose interest, because that's really good. I'm gonna get 150% HP as long as my people are max health, which is easy to do when you combine the musician plus like the HP shield. Also, actually, what is giving me the HP shield? Because I've actually forgotten. It's been so long, dude. I've somehow already forgot. Isn't it the librarian? I've actually forgotten how I got the HP shield. I know it's one of my nobles who's giving it. I'm pretty sure it's the librarian who gives it, but I can't remember how he gets it. I'll have to look at it quick. But yeah, look at it. All my people are going to constantly be at max health due to my musician healing them plus my HP shield protecting them. So that's going to make them do like crazy damage constantly, which lets them just like insta-kill enemies pretty fast. So good. And then my musician gives them that attack speed bonus. They're attacking super fast. It's so cool. So cool. Beat these guys up. Man, we're about to be beaten. We're about to win. We're about to be the final boss in like a few levels. I'm just like meleeing these guys, dude. I got all this HP shield protecting me. And arena clear. Okay, only 2 more levels. Bloodsucker, I don't think I've seen this guy yet. Bites enemies, silencing them, and healing per max HP. 10% per enemy hit. Pretty cool. Fisherman fires a harpoon that deals damage and pulls them. Okay, sounds decent. Aristocrat. Okay. Another level is my aristocrat. So I don't know. Ooh, monk. This is a new psyker unit. Strikes a row of up to 5 enemies using martial arts. Deals damage to every enemy hit in a spawn area. Sounds decent. Yeah, so what is it? The HP shield? Okay, so it's Librarian. It gives them weakness, and if they die after getting weakness, which is way easier because they take more damage to their weakness, you get HP shield. So yeah, that's what it is. This would probably be a lot better. You know what would make the HP shield even more OP? If I had like the thing that makes it so I apply more curses. Which I think you can get from having more cursor units. Also, isn't there a relic that lets you apply more curses, I think? I can't remember. I know isn't there a relic-based game that like, oh, you apply more curses, your cursors attack more targets with their curses? I feel like that exists. I can't remember. Ooh, another Swarmer unit, Rogue. Throw a knife that deals damage, chains, and spawns a rogue critter? What's a rogue critter? A critter that throws knives. So there is a new type of critter? Oh, because I also saw like this. I also remember the necromancer one. Like there's also, wait, does this mod add new types of critters? Because I also remember seeing one of the body units, like the ones with the sickle. I can't remember what they're called. I'm blanking first. I'm blanking at trying to remember. But I remember one saying like, oh, there's a thing that spawns, zombie critters. I thought maybe it's just like a flavor text. Like it doesn't really. I thought it'd probably be just a basic critter. But seeing how this says it spawns a rogue critter that shoots knives, maybe the zombie critter also does something special. That's really cool. So it adds new types of critters. That's really interesting. What's this? Oh, this also adds a new type of critter, Toy Master. Summons a large, invincible critter to fight with, deals 10 damage per hit every 5 seconds, buffs the damage of that critter by 2. What if... probably not. They probably make it so this doesn't happen. What if... Can the breeder activate on the Toy Master? Like, what if you breed the Toy Master with a regular critter and get, like, multiple, like, invincible toy critters? You probably can't do that, but it'd be cool if you could. This is really interesting. So it's like an invincible critter that just constantly attacks enemies. Interesting. Minter. I don't think I've seen this guy yet. So also another Swarmer. I've been seeing a lot of Swarmers recently. Oh, see another new type of Swarmer. A Mage critter. So it creates an area that does the AoE damage and spawns a Mage critter that can also attack as well. And wait. What if can you breed these like special types? Like, what if is it possible to maybe like breed like a mage critter, like a roach critter, and get like multiple like mage roach critters or something? No, it probably just chooses like one of the types, but it'd be really interesting if it can do that. Okay, this is like a guarantee. Like I have to play this mod again. I have to make another video. Like this looks really cool. I really want to test this out and see if like you can like mix 2 different types of critters. Like, I really like how this mod add like new types of critters. It's really cool. And our Paladin, what's Novelist? Curses enemies with the Suspect debuff, lowering their defense, and they take more damage from critical strikes. Okay, so it's a rogue. Oh. Okay, so it's really good if you had a lot of crit chance. King. Okay, there isn't just 6 nobles. I was wondering if there's maybe just 6 because there's a 6 out of 6 thing. So maybe there's only like 6 nobles to fill all slots. There's actually over 6, so you can't actually get more. So there's actually another thing. A king who's also a mercenary. He's a more mercenary build. There's even more mercenaries. Good. Explodes. So it drops 2 gold on death. And that explodes into 10 piercing projectiles that deal 100 damage on death. And not very good. Doubles gold drop and protect. I don't know if I like this. It has to die to even do anything. It kind of sounds I don't really know. I think it'd be good with like the scythe units, like the I can't remember. I still can't remember what they're called. The units with like the scythe. It'd probably be good with them because they want units to die. So what you probably do is have a king at the front, have it die, drops a bunch of gold, drops a bunch of projectiles, killing enemies, and then gives you a grave. That'd probably be good, I assume. Okay, what's Crusader? A healer warrior. Deals damage to area and heals the most hurt units by 2% per enemy hit. Okay, this is cool. This would be really good for like a warrior healer build. Calculator. Okay, I've already seen these 2. I thought these were new for a second, but I've already seen them. Okay, only like a few more levels left for the final. Man, I'm like so excited to like make new videos. Like, man, it's been so long since I made like Snurks videos because I've kind of like done a lot of the builds. Like, I haven't gotten like I haven't like beaten the game with a lot of builds, but I've tried out most of the builds. But like this is like this mod has reignited my passion for this game. Like I really like want to make more videos of the game, dude. Because like I just want to try out these like new modded stuff. Like they just look so cool. Like these modded like units. They just sound like it sounds like I can make some really crazy builds. Especially if you do like New Game Plus where you can like have more units in your snake. You can like probably make some crazy builds. So I'm excited to try making videos on like these builds. Clear up all these guys. Just run right into them using my paladin. Block all their damage with my HP shield. Yeah, but after I beat this, like next videos I do on Snurks, because I definitely know it's confirmed now. I definitely have to make a new one. Next video, I'm probably gonna try to do like a critter build because I really want to try out. I really want to see what those like new modded critters do. Like I wonder what they look like. Do they look like the basic critters but made like red or something? I bet. I really want to see what they look like and how exactly they function. Like, are they gonna run towards the enemy while shooting projectiles, or are they gonna like go in a circle or something? And are they gonna like keep the distance? I really want to see. Beat up all these guys. And away clear. Okay. Very close to finishing. We only got a little bit left. Okay. Gravedigger. Yeah, this is the guy though who'd probably be good with the king. Because the king will die and he'll build a gravestone. Oh, Taylor. Oh, I should have looked at that. I think that was a new unit. I don't think I've seen the Taylor yet. I should have looked at what it said. Whoops. Epidemicus. Curse an enemy with the plague. Deals damage per second, and the plague will spread to other enemies when you kill it. This sounds really cool, dude. This is that I was wanting a cursed unit like this in base game. So I'm like excited this mod added something like this. This sounds really cool to try out. Like imagine having like a huge horde of enemies, like you curse one and then all of a sudden like it spreads like and like comes like a crazy play. That sounds cool. Trapper. About to play some Dead by Daylight, dude. Got the Trapper, dude. Build a trap every 8 seconds that throws knives at enemies. Knives deal damage and chain 2 things. Oh, so the trap throws knives. It's kind of weird. You feel like it'd be like a trap, and if they hit the trap, does damage. Kind of like, you know, the builder that makes like a mine. So I'm surprised it like throws knives. Interesting though. It sounds like it might be cool. Yeah, I thought, see like this, literally the bomber right here. I thought the trapper would be like the bomber where like, you know, plant something, if the enemies hit it, it blows up. I'm surprised like it shoots projectiles and it's not like this. Okay, now here's a Taylor. Okay, now I can read it. So it curses 8 enemies with Sown. Okay, so it's very basic. It just gives Sown, and then Sown makes enemies take shared damage. But I still don't know what the shared damage means. Because it's shared damage with me? Like if I take damage, it gets shared to them? Or is it shared damage like between the enemies? Like if an enemy has Sown, it gets shared. The damage they take gets sent to other enemies. Okay, another aristocrat. Cool. Plague Doctor. Necromancer. So there is like a Revenant. Okay, Revenant's the name of the class. There isn't a Revenant that's actually called Necromancer. I love Necromancers in games. I love when games have things like Necromancers. So this one raises zombie critters out of enemy corpses up to 10 at once. Zombie critters will inflict 9 damage per second on hit. This looks so cool. So it's like a critter that does like... So it's a critter that comes out of enemy corpses, and it does like a DOT, like it afflicts them with like a zombie virus or something, considering it says 9 damage per second. That sounds so cool, dude. And the one cool thing is that like the Gravedigger, who's like the only other unit I saw that spawns zombie critters. The problem with the Gravedigger is it only spawns zombie critters if you have a level 3 unit, which is really hard because I'm literally on like one of the last levels, and none of my units are level 3, so it's really hard to get level 3 units. Yet this guy, he spawns zombie critters at his first level. It's just his basic ability, so that's really cool to see. Mime is I saw the guy. Advisor. Ooh, another noble. Every 8 seconds grants ally with the lowest HP some advice, so it gives them extra HP, armor, and damage resistance. So I don't want to get rid of the musician because I like the musician. So do I replace? So either I get so I either get this guy or I get the captain because the captain is the one I don't like the least. This is the one I care about the least. Extra damage, but you take more damage, or do I get this guy for extra HP regen and damage resistance? I don't know, I have a lot of damage resistance and HP shield for my variants. I'm kind of going for like a damage resist build, so I'm gonna try getting rid of this guy. But I won't have a chance. Actually, I already have 2 changers, so it's fine if I get rid of this guy. Actually, I was gonna say I might lose my changer build, but no, because I already have like multiple people are changers, so I'm already actually. Yeah, I already have these 2. I already have like the librarian and the musician or enchanter. So it's fine if I get rid of the captain. Also, why is the advisor not an enchanter? Usually the advisor should be enchanter, considering he's like enchanting them with armor and giving them advice. Caroler, I haven't seen this guy. Sing songs in order, each boosting a stat by 40% every 10 seconds. So he can sing a red song that gives him 40% damage for 10 seconds, green song giving him attack speed, or yellow giving boosting. That's cool, it's interesting. I like how it does multiple things in order, so that's like no use to do anything like that, so that's really interesting. Doesn't sound that good though. I'd prefer something that just does straight attack speed though. Launcher, I don't think I've seen this guy. It's a cursor who launches enemies into like walls. That's cool. And it's like it's another force unit, but it's also a cursor. That's interesting. None of these guys. Liquidator. I don't think I've seen this guy. Shoots X type X/2 projectiles that deal damage. 10.2 damage, where X is how much gold you have. Oh, it's a mercenary. I didn't even see that. So I guess it does. So for every gold you have, it'll shoot that amount of gold divided by 2 projectiles. So if you have 100 gold, it's going to be shooting 50 projectiles if you have like 100 gold. It's going to be shooting 50 projectiles that deal 10 damage. It's crazy, dude. If you have like a huge gold, this would be insane. Gardener. Plants a seed every 10 seconds that grows in 10 seconds. After blooming, it'll create a healing aura that heals 5 per second. That sounds pretty cool. But is it permanent? That's the question. Is the healing aura permanent? If this thing is like permanent, like it makes a plant that permanently has healing aura, that's OP. If it's like for a few seconds, it's like decent. Queen, another note. There's 7 nobles. I thought there was only 6. Now I'm finding out there's like 7, now 8 under, because there's also a king. Shoots 12 piercing knives in all directions, deal damage. Decent. I thought it was going to be cooler. It's better than the king, though, because at least this person doesn't have to die for their ability to activate. But not as cool as the other nobles. Like, it's still decent. If I was playing, like, New Game Plus, and I had, like, more party size, I definitely would have gotten this. And I had, like, 7 nobles. So I can shoot, like, super amount of bullets with my aristocrats to get even more damage resistance. But since I only have 7 party size, kind of trash. Now our paladin. And let's start. This is going to be the last level before the boss. Okay, so we got a yellow boss. Beat it. Let's see how quickly we kill this guy. Make it. Oh my god, he just flinged himself into me. I still don't. You know, some weird thing. I still don't know what yellow units do exactly. Like I've seen yellow enemies, but I don't actually know what they do. Maybe if the yellow units do the same thing the boss do, I guess they fling unit. But I've never seen that yellow enemies fling people. Like I've seen this boss do it, but I've never seen like the basic yellow enemies. I've never seen them fling people, so I don't know about that. None of these are good for what I'm doing. Not like any of these either. Man, none of these are good for my thing. Dividends. This would be amazing. So now, I used to think this was a trash relic because you don't really have that much mercenaries in the game, so mercenaries are kind of weak build. But with this mod, with how many more mercenaries are, and with how many mercenaries that can actually do damage, because one problem with like the base game mercenaries is most of them can't actually do damage. Like the merchant obviously doesn't do damage. The miner can do damage, but only if it picks up gold, so it's kind of hard to do with the base game mercenary builds. The like cursor does damage, but only for a few enemies, and then the the grappler only hits one enemy at a time, and it does for a lot of damage already based on how much gold you have. So this isn't really good for it, especially considering this is a percentage, not a flat damage. But now that there's way more mercenaries that actually like do like straight damage constantly often, this would probably be really good if I was going for mercenary build. That's also a build I want to try out, because I've never gotten a good mercenary build base game, considering mercenaries just isn't a good class base game. So that's really cool to see. If an enemy dies, 10% chance to give all allies damage attack speed. Oh no, when an enemy dies. For a second, I was about to say, like, this is horrid. I thought this said an ally dies for some reason. For a second, I thought that said when an ally dies, there's a chance to get stuff. So I was about to be like, man, this is trash, dude. Why would I want a 10% chance to get a bonus when my people die? That's horrible. Like, why would I? Like, that's a huge loss for, like, barely in a game. Bro, this is when an enemy dies. This is actually really good then. Because if this is permanent, like a permanent attack speed and damage, and even though it's only 10% chance, because there's so many enemies in the late levels, you could potentially get like crazy damage, especially if you get this like max level to like 15%. This might actually be really good, dude. Like, put this in max level, now I have a 10% chance to get a 15% damage in attack speed. Even if this only activates like 1 or 2 times, this activating only like 2 times gives you the same amount of bonus you'll get from like a Chronomancer. So that's like it's gonna be pretty strong. Bachelor, have a Sea Sky, amplify all buffs by 10%. This might be good if you have a lot of enchanters. Oh, Con Artist, I haven't seen this guy yet. Deals damage to nearby enemy, curses them with delusion. Cursed enemies will share 50% of the damage they take with nearby enemies. Decent. Revenant revives the first enemy that dies. Ally that dies in battle with full HP. Revived allies get extra attack speed and damage. Oh, so I was saying like the Revenants kind of are bad, considering a lot of the Revenants' abilities require people to die first. Like, require units to die so you can like, summon a grave or do other things. But this kind of like fixes that, because this will allow you to revive people. And if you get level 3, it doesn't just revive one guy; it'll actually revive everybody at least once. So it's actually would be this. So like this could be really good with like a king and stuff, like other units that require people to die first. Treasure. Picking up gold gives allies damage and defense. Oh, I already saw this guy. This would be really good if I had that guy who like curses people to drop gold if they die. Mintos. Oh my god, there's 8 nobles in the game. Man, this mod adds so much units. Creates 1 slow Psyker orb that deals damage every 8 seconds. So it deals damage every 8 seconds, can have up to 10 large Psyker orbs. So it says 15 damage every 8 seconds. Does this mean that the orbs stay permanently? Like, you can have up to 10 and just does damage every 8 seconds? Okay. Well, I'm trying to wonder, is this saying that it summons orbs every 8 seconds and then they'll disappear after that? Or are these things like permanently here and they just do damage every 8 seconds? Because if so, like, if they're permanent, because it says up to 10, so I assume it has to be permanent. If this is permanent, you just have 10 on the map, that might be crazy, dude. And it's a noble too, so it helps to fit the build. This might actually be really good, dude. I'll have like 10 of these things just constantly on the map. It'd probably be even better if I had a bunch more cycles and stuff. Oh, but the orbs stay around you like cycle orbs. Man, this would be a lot better if I had like the relics that like buff your cycle orbs and stuff. Okay, that thing is crazy, dude. Look how much orbs I have around me. It's like a satellite ability. That's so good, dude. This mod made by... Man, this mod was good, dude. I really like this mod, dude. I really like this. This is really fun. This was really fun. Well, if you liked this video, like, comment, subscribe, and comment down below if you want to see another video on this mod, because this mod was really cool to play. I really enjoyed this. Well, bye.